What are you talking about? I'm not scamming the government, if that's what you're saying.
Your license plate says scamming.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Yes.
A meth head in Pakistan is pretending to be a desperate dad in Gaza, and your retired mother just sent him her Social Security money. Today, I'm doing something different. I normally write about politics and the dangers of technology and weird biblical and occult topics, but none of that matters right now because I am on a mission to expose a scammer named Mohammed who has stolen over $100,000 from Substack users by pretending to be a starving father trapped in Gaza with children who do not exist. The first red flags. A few months ago, this guy started showing up in my chat every single day, spamming a link to a GoFundMe where he claimed to be a father trapped in Gaza with young children in desperate need of help. Sometimes he had one kid, sometimes two, sometimes five. The number changed constantly because he could not keep track of his own lies, which is the first sign you are dealing with an amateur grifter who thinks everyone else is as stupid as he is. He spent a few hours using ChatGPT to generate realistic-looking fake family members and even paid for Google's VO3 Pro AI video generation model to create extremely convincing home movies of children crying and begging for help. Real emotional stuff designed to rip your heart out and open your wallet. Except none of it is real. Every image and every video is artificial intelligence generated scammer slop created by someone who has never set foot in Gaza and whose only struggle is figuring out how to spend the money he steals from elderly Americans. At first, I ignored him because I did not think anyone would fall for such an obvious scam. It was transparent to me, but I come from a background in information security and was something of a hacker when I was a teenager, so I know how these operations work. A former FBI cybercrime investigator approached me to work for them in my early 20s, but I declined because I do not play that alphabet soup agency game. My point is that I have been exposing scams like this for years and can spot them immediately, but most people cannot, and this predator knows exactly who to target. Following the money. Last week, I noticed this guy had kicked the hustle into overdrive, operating a dozen different Substack accounts, all showing the same family with the same plea to help these children trapped in Gaza and starving. I decided to look into one of these GoFundMe campaigns, and what I found made my stomach turn. Just one account had accumulated nearly 14,000 euros in donations. I compiled a list of every account I could find connected to the scammer and checked each one. Every single campaign had between 2,000 and 10,000 euros in additional donations sitting in it. Strange that a man supposedly trapped in Gaza needs European Union currency. The total across all accounts was nearly 100,000 euros, which converts to approximately 120,000 US dollars that this scammer and his network have extracted from Substack users over the past few months. And GoFundMe is not doing a damn thing to stop it because they collect a percentage of every donation for processing the campaigns, which means if they cancel these fraudulent fundraisers and refund the money, they lose their cut. GoFundMe is a for-profit company, not a charity, and their financial incentives are aligned with letting scams run for as long as possible. The woman who doesn't know she's involved. Every single one of these scam campaigns listed the same organizer, an elderly woman named Patricia O'Keefe, who claimed to be a 70-something-year-old from the United Kingdom organizing charity drives to help this poor family in Gaza. Every campaign had the exact same copy-pasted ChatGPT-generated description and linked to the same TikTok account full of AI-generated videos of the same family. But each campaign was supposedly raising money for a different family. The scammer was too lazy or too stupid to even vary his approach. I found Patricia O'Keefe's Substack profile and started scanning through her posts. On GoFundMe and in her Substack bio, she claims to be an elderly British woman, but in the actual notes she posts on Substack, she claims to live in Gaza and desperately needs money for her children. This scammer is such an incompetent amateur that he cannot keep his lies straight across different platforms, which suggests he is either running too many scams simultaneously to track them all, or he is so strung out on drugs that his memory is failing him. Patricia O'Keefe is almost certainly a real woman whose identity was stolen online. The scammer set up a bank account in her name and used it to create the GoFundMe accounts. She probably has no idea any of this is happening and will not learn about it until the British equivalent of the IRS notices the extra 100,000 euros that flowed through her offshore bank account and audits her. This is how these scammers operate. They exploit people who do not understand how computers or smartphones or AI work and destroy their lives so they can steal money from Americans they consider rich and gullible. The victims. I am tired of watching 70-year-old retirees living on fixed incomes throw hundreds of dollars at this piece of garbage because they believe his lies. Because they do not know that AI can generate photorealistic videos of children crying and begging for help. Because their hearts are bigger than their technical knowledge, and predators like this guy exploit that gap mercilessly. These are Christians who see a child in need and want to help. These are grandparents who cannot imagine anyone would fabricate starving children to steal money. These are good people being robbed by someone who has calculated exactly how to manipulate their compassion. And every dollar that flows to this scammer is a dollar that could have gone to actual American children who need winter coats and school supplies and birthday presents. We have hungry kids in this country. We have families struggling in this country. And this parasite is siphoning money overseas to fund God knows what while real children go without. Confronting the scammer. After collecting my evidence and confirming beyond any doubt that this was a fraud operation, I messaged him directly and called him out on his bullshit. What followed was equal parts infuriating and hilarious. I will be honest with you, the conversation that ensued was not my best work. It was the middle of the night and I was half asleep and in a bad mood from a knee injury that has kept me from getting a decent night's rest for 3 months. When you work 15 hours a day, 7 days a week, and then try to bust a scammer at 2 a.m. while your leg is throbbing, the pros gets a little bit sloppy. I had planned to redo the whole exchange more professionally, but this coward deleted 90% of his accounts and blocked me on the rest before I could take additional screenshots. So you are stuck with what I managed to capture during our late night confrontation. It is still pretty hilarious. To demonstrate how easy it is for a scammer to use AI to generate realistic fake photos, I told ChatGPT to create an image of the scammer holding one of the Lollipop Guild munchkins from The Wizard of Oz. This took me 30 seconds to make. That is how powerful these AI systems are for scammers. Protect yourself. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There are scammers all over Substack right now using AI to generate fake videos and photos of hungry children and poverty in war-torn countries. And as more of these grifters learn how to use advanced AI tools, these scams are going to become more elaborate and more convincing and harder to detect. What took a professional film crew to fake 10 years ago can be done now by anyone with a laptop and $100 in AI subscriptions. The technology is only getting better, and the scammers are only getting smarter. You need to understand that these people are dirtbags. They do not have starving kids. They do not live in war-torn Gaza. They are not refugees or victims or desperate fathers trying to feed their families. All they want is your money, and they will say anything and fake anything to get it. They target Christians because they know you have compassion. They target the elderly because they know you did not grow up with this technology and cannot tell what is real anymore. They are predators and you are their prey. Be extremely careful about using GoFundMe unless you know exactly where the money is going and who is receiving it. Never send money overseas because the FBI Cybercrime Division cannot police foreign nations, and Interpol is not going to chase down some guy in Pakistan scamming a few $100s off little old ladies in America. These scammers know this. They operate from countries where they are untouchable, and they laugh at the idea that anyone is coming after them. The best way to protect yourself is simple. Do not donate money online ever unless you personally know the recipient and can verify their identity. Do not reveal personal information to people you do not know online ever. Not your address, not your phone number, not your banking information, nothing. If you think you have already been the victim of a scam, report it to the FBI Cybercrime Division website immediately, because they can help you take steps to minimize the damage these parasites can cause with whatever information they managed to extract from you. If you found this investigation useful, please let us know in the comments. This video took nearly 18 hours of editing to complete. Plus, plus another 12 hours of research, and 8 hours of Lily turning my chicken scratchings into a usable script. We work hard here at the Wise Wolf, and if you want to use your money to do some real good in this world, help support this ministry so we can keep producing investigative reports just like this one. Share this with all your Substack friends, because people need to see this, or this platform is going to become completely overrun with scammers just like this guy, and the next victim might be someone you love. Protect yourself, be smart, and God bless. And I'm going off the script here. Thank you for listening. We really appreciate it. If you can help support the Wise Wolf, Lily and myself would greatly appreciate it. We put a lot of time and effort into this publication. Doing videos takes even longer than writing articles, but we've been noticing a lot more people on Substack are interested in the video content. I'm a former YouTube creator, but the platform was just overrun with AI slop. And we notice the same thing is happening here now on Substack. Everything we make ourselves. We might use AI occasionally. Like I used the VO3 to generate the video of the scammer throwing the cash up in the air from the money bags. Clearly I didn't fly to Pakistan and track this guy down and film him doing that. That was AI. And the reason why we made that, I made that, was to demonstrate how easy this is. That cost me $10 to make that video roughly, and about 20 minutes of time learning how to use the VO3 interface. These scammers are well funded. They're clever. I wouldn't call them smart, but they are clever. They do know how to run these scams, because this is the sort of stuff that terrorist organizations teach their members. I would not be shocked if that 100,000 euros that this guy scammed was going to buy AK-47s and flak jackets for Pakistani militants. This is what we're up against, people, and it's just overwhelming, because it's so difficult to tell people about this sort of thing, because the algorithm doesn't really show the Wise Wolf much love, because we talk about things that are hard to swallow, that people don't want to hear. People want to hear feel-good content. They want stuff that's going to give them a dopamine rush. They don't want investigative deep dives into guys scamming people online, or the weird biblical stuff, or the political analysis that we do here on the Wise Wolf. But this stuff is necessary, and if you can't afford a subscription, you can always restack and share our articles. That really helps. If you can afford one, that would be awesome. We definitely need the money. We want to expand. We need an office. I would like to hire Lily full time. She got offered a job out in Hollywood, working for some celebrity rag newspaper, and I really don't want to lose her, but they offered her a ton of money, way more money than I make. And I told her, take the job, but if by some means, by the time you graduate, if we are actually bringing in enough money that I can hire you full time, I would love to keep you on board. And, she's fine with that. But she's 22 years old right now, so money's kind of a big thing for her. I'm dirt poor, so I gave up my corporate career 6 years ago, burned all my suits, sold everything I owned, and tried to start up an investigative journalist documentary company, and ended up being stabbed in the desert while filming a child trafficking operation and left for dead. That's something eventually I'll open up about when we have some more subscribers. So if you want to hear about that, if we hit 10,000 subscribers in the next 3 months, I'll go into that. That's a really difficult story for me to talk about. It messed my head up. It was horrible. What I saw, what I witnessed was absolutely awful. I didn't want to think about that. Anyways, I'm starting to meander. This is why I have to have Lily write these scripts based on my notes. Otherwise, I just start blabbering. I'm kind of a blabbermouth, so I do apologize for that. But if you like this video, please let us know in the comments and share The Wise Wolf. Share us on your Facebook, your X, your Instagram. Restack us here on Substack. Every time you do that, it really helps the algorithm, help other people discover us. And if you can afford a subscription, please, please, please become a member of The Wise Wolf. And also, if you're broke and you want to read our paid archives, send me or Lily a private message and just let us know, and we'll give you a free year. Don't abuse this, though. If you can afford it, please don't just message us saying, oh, I'm broke, but you live in a $200,000 house. That's a scam. That's scamming. But if you really can't afford it, if you're broke, if you're on a fixed income, just let us know, and we'll give you a free year of paid so you can read what's in our paid archives. Anyways, thanks a lot for your time, everybody. This is The Wise Wolf signing off. God bless you all.